Mike, your father, let's.
My father was the Shape.
Yeah. No, he didn't actually dress up as a Shape, did he? Ever?
No,
Okay.
but I mean the whole opening scene of the first film, the first Halloween.
Yeah, now say it right. Tell what did Ray?
He was the Steadicam operator.
One of the most famous Steadicam shots in the history of cinema.
What was possibly the third big Steadicam shot ever. Probably the one used to the best effect.
Mm-hmm.
Like in The Shining and in Rocky, it was used because they needed to have a shot where you were running along. One in The Shining, running along with the kid on the tricycle, and in Rocky, running along the streets of Philadelphia. But in Halloween, they used it to put you behind the mask of the murderer and really used it to incite emotion as opposed to out of just a utilitarian need to get a particular type of shot.
Halloween was 78. Rocky may have been 77?
76.
76? Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ, that shit's old.
Yeah, so is Sylvester Stallone. Talk about the Shape. His fucking face looks like Michael Myers masks these days.
In a world of bad movies, two follically challenged men will stop at nothing to share their opinions of them. Their wives are tired of listening, but are you? This isn't the podcast you deserve, but it's the one you need. They're here for Bald Guys and Bad Movies.
Welcome to Bald Guys and Bad Movies, episode Dirty 30. Dirty 30. Where did I get that from? That's from a movie.
I don't know. Everything's from something, but they got it from something that wasn't a movie, so...
I am Troy, here with my buddy
Mike Stella.
How you doing, Mike? Mike, you look, there's something a little different about you.
Yeah, not only am I bald on the head, I'm bald on the face, so, you know.
Now, you said this is in preparation for a Halloween.
Master Roshi.
Well, you didn't shave your hair last time you did it, did you?
I didn't, and I paid the price.
Oh, well, you got like a little rash, or it's just uncomfortable?
Well, no, you gotta pull that fucking... I had to stick the beard, the like white mustache beard combo.
Oh, it pulled like hair.
Yeah,
out.
man, it hurt. So I just figured, fuck it, I'll just shave it.
What does Drea think about it? Did she like it, or?
Yeah, I shaved it. She looked at me. She's like, gross. So I was like, fucking thanks. You know, that's my face. Like, I know it doesn't look great.
Has she ever seen you this clean shaven?
Yeah, once or twice, but I don't do it very often. I had a goatee when I first met her. I mean, granted, it wasn't nearly as thick and luscious as it was as I got older, but yeah.
Your son and your daughter, what did they say about it?
She's like, oh, weirdo.
Kara, that's what Kara said?
Yeah.
And what about Noah? He's like,
Noah's just like, whoa, you look different, Dad. He had the nicest response out of everyone.
Jesus Christ. Can you turn your camera off, please?
Oh, what a dick. Kara was like, you have a really small upper lip. I'm like, fucking thank you. Thanks for that. Like,
So do I.
On your 20-something daughter to talk as much shit as she can.
I've got like one documented photo of me without any facial hairs when Logan was first born. So,
yeah.
Because she was like, shave your everything off because you guys look so similar. So I did it and held them up. It's like a little photo. But then she proceeded to make fun of my small upper lip. So I was like, fuck this. Chloe wants me to shave it. And I'm like,
why?
Just so she can laugh for 15 minutes, and then I got to deal with it for 2 weeks. I got to wait for it to grow back for her 15 minutes of pleasure. Right now, the only hair on your face is your eyebrows. Do you have shorn balls as well? Did you go full Monty?
No, they've grown. That's grown out. So
okay, you shave that quite regularly.
Well, not too regularly, but I mean, not regularly enough to where they're shaved right now.
I think you told me once you carved it into the shape of a Harry Potter thunderbolt.
That would be too difficult. No,
I thought you said that.
I just go full Telly Savalas.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm grossing myself out and I brought it up. What are we reviewing this week, Mike?
Well, in honor of Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everyone, if you're listening to this episode.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Yeah, I hope you guys are dressing up and going to have a good time tonight. Well, Halloween ends.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Not a moment too soon.
Yeah.
Holy shitballs.
Give me Grim Cuddy any day.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Okay, let me officially apologize to Grim Cuddy. Right now. Baby, I didn't mean it, baby. I wasn't myself that day. Baby, please come back. Come back, Grim Cuddy. Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't know how you felt.
I didn't really like it very much either. I thought it was kind of dumb.
Yeah. So for people that aren't aware, this is the third in the reboot trilogy.
Well,
it's a direct sequel to the...
Yeah, it's a direct sequel to Halloween 2.
Halloween 1.
Halloween 2.
Well, Halloween, the reboot, was a direct sequel to the first Halloween.
I'm pretty sure it's a sequel to Halloween 2.
I could be wrong, but whenever...
I could be wrong, too.
Whenever
but
they talk about it, they're just... The first Halloween, we retconned all the sequels after that.
Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 feel very cohesive. Like, they make a lot of sense together, which is why I never thought that... after Halloween 2, everything goes fucking batshit.
I can't remember Halloween 2. Did he escape at the end of Halloween 2?
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. Okay. He escapes. I'm pretty sure he escapes at the end of Halloween 2.
Let's just say you're right. It takes place in the same night. Yeah. He's terrorizing Laurie Strode in the hospital. He gets away. You end up at the same fucking place. She's traumatized and whatever.
Yep.
Just in interviews I've seen, they only mention the original Halloween, but
got it.
You could easily fold two into one, and it's not going to.
And you watch more of that type of stuff than I do, so you're probably more informed than me.
Well, you could be right though. I'll concede that because it really does it still sets up this new trilogy.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Halloween 3 Season of the Witch was completely different.
Completely disconnected. Well, I mean, initially, John Carpenter wanted the Halloween movies to be like
a different movie
anthology.
Every
couple movies, a different story would take over to like kind of show different.
And I fucking love Season of the Witch.
I thought it, even though it's kind of bad,
acting wise, it's not like
the idea
movie.
Is great.
Yeah.
That shit terrified me when I was a kid.
The balls to have a kid's head explode with fucking
with
bugs and snakes, and I saw that as a kid.
I was like, ah!
And the unwritten rule is kids always make it. You could never hurt a kid, and that movie's like fuck you, and we kill a kid right in the middle of it, and then it ends with the hero failing. The witches succeed, and the silver shamrock masks are out there and
make it out,
assuming kids' heads are exploding everywhere. So
if you're watching the third channel, then you're fucked.
It's still on.
Like, Stop the third one. Stop the third channel.
But flash forward to the reboot trilogy. The first one I actually
Halloween.
Enjoyed. I thought it was really well done.
I thought it was a great idea, great concept.
Kills was,
I actually rewatched Kills before I watched this because I'm pretty sure I fell asleep watching Kills initially, and I was like, "Well,
it loses a step. It loses a step.
That was something."
Yeah. But it made up for it by focusing on Michael Myers and give you a lot of fucking good kills.
A lot of good kills, a lot of Michael Myers. It did. I felt like it was very kind of preachy, and the idea of if you focus too much on what, the terror in the world, you will become the terror, sort of an idea, right? And then it was you all fucking die anyways.
I mean, it was an interesting concept to bring the town as a collective. But I thought Anthony Michael Hall's character was fucking over the top to the point of being a cartoon, like a frothing lunatic.
Evil dies tonight. Yeah. Evil dies tonight.
Right, calm down,
the whole
dude.
fucking chill, bro.
So Kills was a step down, but I still was entertained in a campy, bloody classic slasher way.
And it was nonstop Michael Myers, I felt like, in Kills. So I mean, you gotta appreciate that.
So I'm going to tee up the plot of Ends. We're going to give a non-spoiler review, and then we're going to carve up this turkey. Halloween Ends is a 2022 American slasher film that is a sequel to Halloween Kills, the 13th installment of the Halloween franchise.
Damn,
I feel like I should
didn't
have
realize it was 13
Vincent
films.
Price's. Can we? You think we could play Thriller? You think I have Thriller start playing? No one listens to this anyway, right? Who's gonna see what?
Probably not.
The 13th installment in the Halloween franchise, and the final film in the trilogy of sequels that started with the 2018 film. I mean, what else do you need to know? It's the sequel to Halloween Kills. Look, if you haven't seen the first two of the reboots, you're going to be lost to shit. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if you will, to tell you the truth. Well, maybe a little bit. Like, it's pretty fucking...
That's probably part of the problem, actually. So
yeah, exactly. That is a problem.
Would you recommend this?
I mean, if you saw the other two and you're just... I mean... I don't know. I think I probably still would have seen it just because it's a sequel to like the two other Halloween movies. My dad worked on Halloween and I liked the reboot idea, but even though I was disappointed, I would still see it.
Here's what I recommend. As soon as you finish Halloween Kills, fast forward in Halloween Ends to the last 15 minutes. And because that's all that fucking matters, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it because I think it's it's the worst thing filmmaker do is that it's a bait and switch bullshit thing that they did here.
Yeah. You know what it felt like? It felt like a completely different script and they just kind of threw in Michael Myers. They threw in Michael Myers to make it a Halloween film.
Yeah. It's
right?
only,
Didn't it feel that way?
Yes.
I wanted to hear you said the other day that you had something to talk about the opening scene.
I thought
wanted to hear what you
the
thought.
opening, okay, I'm going to give you the positives and it won't take very long. So the film centers really on this babysitter guy.
Right.
This nebbish, nerdish, awkward babysitter guy. And it starts off with him. And I went in this film not knowing anything about the plot.
Me too.
I assumed this is going to be Laurie Strode kicking balls because her daughter was fucking murdered at the end of Halloween Kills. And Michael Myers gets away. So I thought, okay, I'm ready for some sweet revenge, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, so we started off with this babysitter, and I thought at some point Michael Myers is going to show up. And
sure.
So the babysitter, he's babysitting this asshole kid who locks him in.
He's an asshole little fucking kid.
And once I say this next statement, you know why they made that kid an asshole. Because when he locks him in the attic, and then right as the parents are coming home, the babysitter kicks the door open because he's terrified. He's in there, the dark.
And it's like three stories up.
By the way,
this like circular.
That fucking house had like
house, dude.
15 fucking stories, dude. Like, how big
it was only
was
3
it?
stories, but it was dope. Like, it was a dope fucking house.
So he kicks the door open, hits the kid in the head, and the kid flips over backwards, falls to the floor, bounces. They have a nice little bounce.
I was like, oh.
Logan and I, we watched this together, and we both laughed out loud. I don't know what that says about us, but I thought that was so fucking unexpected and funny.
I gave one of those laugh groan things. Me and Andrea both were just like, holy shit.
Right. So here's the thing, Mike, and that's the opening of the film. And
I was like, okay, where's this going? I was still kind of hopeful at that point.
First red flag, we get narrative exposition.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do I begin? Laurie Strode has, 30 years since the original Halloween or something
40.
like 40? She has become a fucking survivalist when we meet her in the Halloween reboot, the first one.
The first Halloween
obsessed
reboot.
with protecting her family, obsessed with Michael Myers. The second film, after the fucking firemen inadvertently freeze him from the burning house trap, she and the town are, waging a war against Michael Myers. He kills her fucking daughter at the end of that.
That's
so what does this survivalist do? She decides to just give up and try to have a normal life with apple pie and what in the
it takes place 4 years later. I will say that. So, I mean, I think they tried to have it take place a few years later in order to try and explain why she would just say fuck it and like start trying to have a normal life.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this film feels like it's the fourth film, not the third. It feels like it could have been a setup for like Curse of Michael Myers or Evil Lives On.
Dude, this was the fourth Scream film. Basically, do you remember the fourth Scream film? Fucking
I don't think I saw it.
Nev Campbell's like living off in the country somewhere, writing books and shit.
Like Laurie Strode in this.
Yeah, exactly. Like it really is. There's a lot of similarities between it and the fourth Scream film. That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
I don't understand how. And what was making me angry before we started recording, because I always try to prep a little bit.
Oh, yeah. What was that? You were like, these fucking motherfuckers. I was like, what's going on here?
David Gordon Green, the co-writer and director, when asked about the negative feedback, Green maintained that he simply made the latest installment his own, telling Movie Maker, when someone says, build your dream house on this real estate using the title of these characters, everyone is going to find a different little thing that's meaningful for them, and they'll make it their own. That's what I did. The character you set up, who you set up with Laurie Strode, and then you kill her daughter. We want fucking Ripley. A badass Ripley moment at this point. All bets are off.
Yep.
That's what this third film should have been. Not this bullshit that I guess I feel like they lost interest and they're just trying to do something different, but go ahead.
You were right about the last 15 minutes when like she pretends to like kill herself. She's like, you really think I'd fucking kill myself? I was like, oh, here we fucking go. Mm-hmm. You know, like let's fucking go.
Yeah, that's a Laurie Strode I wanted from reel one of this.
Exactly.
One. If they gave us just more Michael Myers killing and her, after his ass, yes, that would have been just like Halloween Kills. Maybe we should have made Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. If you don't want to do a third film with that, just end it that way. But that's the promise you made at the end of Halloween Kills. I'm fucking sorry. That's who you set her up to be. And she's 4 years later, she's like a weak wannabe soccer mom. And here's the other thing. What the fuck is with the people in this town blaming her for Michael Myers? That was another thing that irritated me. Like, everyone is stupid in this town. Like, I don't care if they die now.
Well, it's middle America, so.
I guess. But anyway, don't let me keep going. You can go, because I can go on and on. It's really
I'm
pissed
happy.
me off, this fucking film.
I agree. It was just kind of like. You know what part I thought was fucking stupid was when he gets pulled into the fucking sewer that apparently Michael Myers has just been living in a sewer off of what? Off the rats?
I don't know. He's training with Master Splinter for his fucking return to glory, I guess.
For fucking 4 years, he's been living in this sewer under the town.
Stupid. The Superman at the end of Kills. Remember the whole town gathered and they shot him and stabbed him? And then he stood up like a fucking zombie and killed everyone. That guy, I guess they did wound him. And he schlepped off to the fucking sewer and just chilled for 4 years.
4 years. Like, what the fuck?
It's idiotic. And so the babysitter guy, right? The film really focuses on the babysitter guy.
Yeah. And so basically he gets off with like a slap on the wrist because it was basically an accident. I mean, it was an accident. He was trying to be a good babysitter and he really was. And I felt like he got a fucking shit deal in that situation.
Yeah, a little asshole kid.
He was a little asshole kid being a dick, like making him he had no idea where the kid was. And he goes up, he tries to find the kid. The kid locks his ass in the attic. And he won't open the door. So finally he resorts to trying to kick the door open. And what? The kid hears, and he was kicking the door a good amount of time before he actually got it open. The kid hears him kicking the door, has got to be seeing the door moving. And what, he stands right in front of the door so he can be popped right off the fucking edge?
Wasn't he on the other side taunting him or something? Or
yeah, but
maybe
you don't
not the whole
understand
time. But
I'm not standing right in front of that door if someone's there taunting me. You know what?
well, he's a little jerk who
who
thinks he's impervious to anything. He
Exactly.
probably needs his
And
ass spanked and never got it from his parents.
Exactly, and it was just like, kicks the door open, the kid falls, and it didn't feel to me like it was really his fault. It felt like a fucked up accident. And I also understand why everyone was fucking blaming him, calling him fucking kid killer. He did kill a kid, albeit, inadvertently, but it was just a fucked up situation. Okay. So her granddaughter, right? Her granddaughter falls in love with this dude.
Well, didn't Laurie Strode
and
introduce?
he's talking about
she set him up with the fucking ostracized babysitter psycho kid.
But to tell you the truth, at that point, one thing I did agree with, I thought they did a good job of really changing kind of the look in his eyes and the feeling that he exuded between when you first meet him and he first meets Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and then he starts to go fucking crazy and kill people. I felt they did a good job of separating those into two pretty distinct characters.
Well,
what I mean?
The other positive I was going to say, other than the opening scene, the kid dying in a comically way, in my opinion.
That's that's a positive.
But I wasn't hating this film in the midst of watching it, right?
Right.
Because I thought, oh, this is something different.
Right.
This is interesting, right? I'll go with your movie. What really pissed me off, and it was delayed effect, right? And not to skip too far. So basically, it follows the journey of this poor kid who you do feel sympathy for, who, by the way, is terrorized by, those asshole band members. Did you notice that?
Yeah, they're not even jocks. They're fucking marching band members.
Which gives you a semblance of how... And this kid, he's not even in high school, right? He's like a 20-something-year-old man.
22 years
being
old
harassed by high school band
right.
people. You are a fucking loser, dude.
Yeah. But the part that I was going to say that annoyed me was he gets pulled into the sewer, and Mike Myers just leaves him there for a second and doesn't kill him, waits for him to wake up. He wakes up and is walking out of the sewer, and then Michael Myers grabs him again, looks him in the eye, and they have a mind meld? He mind melds with fucking this dude? What the fuck was that? It made no sense to me.
After that moment, I even paused the film a few times at Logan because we were theorizing what the fuck is going on, because neither one of us expected it to go this way. And we're like, is Michael Myers actually really there? Maybe Michael Myers, his dead body's there.
Sure.
And this kid, and if we establish in Halloween Kills that it's pure evil, but the vessel has died, evil seeks a new vessel, and if the film had done that,
it would have been a little bit more.
I still would have been like, this isn't the Laurie Strode thing, but okay, at least you're following through what you set up, right? It goes to the conclusion of where you set up the first and second act, but it doesn't do that. The kid, like you said, he mind melds with fucking Michael Myers.
With fucking old ass Michael Myers.
And then they go off. I got the impression that Myers was drawing energy from this kid with each kill, or each kill gave Michael Myers more power. This is so fucking stupid. But then they go off tag team killing, which I thought was an interesting idea. And if it turned out Myers wasn't really there, it was all in the kid's head, that's one way to go. Or it really is Michael Myers, and they're kind of intertwined. Evil needs a battery. Right, and it's this for him to keep going, but then he fucking kills the kid like it's nothing. The kid dies, and if you took the kid's plot line out of this, it meant not one iota difference in my opinion.
Wait, did Michael Myers kill the kid?
Yeah, he snapped his neck. Remember?
Oh, right.
The kid stabbed himself, I think. Right.
Oh, right.
And then when Myers walked in, the kid grabbed his leg because I guess he wanted to kill.
Oh no, he was gonna go kill Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and he didn't want him to do that, so that's why he killed him.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you remove that whole plot of the kid, what we wind up with is the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Which is actually the payoff for the first two movies. So all the movie leading up to that matters not one iota. I mean, if it does, it's confusing. How
absolutely
did Michael need him to get energy? Maybe, but why even fucking do that?
Even beyond that, like just the whole plot of Laurie Strode's granddaughter dating this kid. Like, I understand that she introduced them, but then it's like she got more interested in him.
He says he killed someone.
Yeah, literally, he said, I killed someone last night.
She got wet, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know
her nips were like sticking out. Like, oh, she was getting hot in the crotch.
Like, and then all of a sudden she was all about it. And like, she's like, we'll burn this whole fucking place down. And I was like, okay.
Okay, movie. Sure, a movie.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I love the fact it was so funny. She's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get this big raise or promotion, blah blah blah." And then the other girl gets it. I was like, "Well, they're fucking."
wait, what? Laurie Strode's granddaughter? What
was supposed to get the promotion, but the other nurse got.
I don't even remember that shit.
With the doctor, like her and the doctor, at one point go back into the house.
Oh, those are the two. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
And I was like, I called that one.
I will say that the kid at some point before Michael Myers discards of him because he's meaningless ultimately. He did have some good kills when he goes in the sewer, rips the mask off this unstoppable killer, Michael Myers, like a little wrestling match, and dresses up as Michael Myers and goes around and kills the DJ. That was a brutal fucking kill.
I was like, oh shit! Like, and then he cuts his fucking tongue off and shit.
But oh yeah, but that
was a badass kill.
That's the other thing. So he's healing. The kid's healing. Because he's bonding with Michael Myers and he's helping him kill. He has like super strength. Like, that's all this shit you set up and tee up needlessly. What is the fucking point of all of that? Again, This feels like a fourth sequel. This feels like, okay, we killed Michael Myers and Halloween ends. How do we bring Laurie Strode back? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, her 4 years later is the perfect lead up after Halloween ends.
Exactly. And then what you could do is have Laurie Strode's granddaughter still date him, not realize it's him, and then at the end she finds out, and then Laurie Strode's granddaughter is the new Laurie Strode constantly hunting fucking Michael Myers.
That's what I thought they were setting up.
Yeah, dude. And that would have been badass.
Because I thought Michael Myers is really dead. This is in the kid's head. And now the legacy of the connection continues, right?
Exactly.
Because he was so hopelessly, well, probably because no one would give him a piece. Who else wants to date this asshole, right? He gets beat up by band people.
He's the fucking marching band.
They throw him off a bridge, dude. They literally, the band people throw him off a fucking bridge. Like, what a loser. But yeah, I totally thought that. And that's why I was digging it. Like, oh, is this where this movie's going?
Yeah. I thought it could be.
This is unexpected and surprising.
Yeah.
And then, nope. He dies. It's meaningless.
But there were some good kills. He did have some good kills.
There were some good kills.
The fucking DJ.
Yes.
The fucking, the asshole rich kid with the car. He fucking took the blowtorch and just shoved it in his fucking mouth.
Yeah,
that shit was dope.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a fucking good one.
Yeah. I even thought, because for a brief moment in the first act, when she took him to the bar, he had like a little goofy plastic mask. So I thought it was going to be like a new legacy, like even a new mask. Maybe not that mask, but by the end of the movie,
I thought that mask was pretty dope, though.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a pretty good mask for a fucking serial killer.
And I would have been fine with that. And it kind of ties into what you said before with what Carpenter wanted to do. Each Halloween would be a different type of movie. Exactly. So why not? This is like it's the curse of Michael Myers, and he becomes a brand new killer.
Yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, I mean, you setting him up. It's an origin story. Like
it's the Mask of Zorro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you look at well, maybe not Freddy Krueger because he was a pederast. So, but like Jason Voorhees is a poor, deformed kid who was abused and ignored and drowned because of horny teenagers. He's sympathetic. So
Yeah.
I think that's kind of why people are like not really hating on Jason that much, right?
Yeah.
Like, so this guy is set up, this babysitter guy is set up to be super sympathetic. And if they made him a new killer, a new franchise, I would have been all about it.
Hell yeah, why not?
Like, what a bold, badass move, man. Like,
Yeah.
but nope. They didn't do that. They did all that legwork. There was like 2 acts of setting this guy up for him just to get it robbed him of his finale. And then you bring in Michael Myers. And it
Yep.
felt like tacked on. It
Yeah.
felt fucking tacked on, dude.
I did like how they got rid of, like, what about the scene? That looked pretty damn good when they got rid of the body and that fucking, like, scrap eating machine at the end. It just eats the fucking body. I was like, ah, shit. Well, Michael Myers is fucking dead now.
I did, and I like that touch, right? Again,
Yeah.
if all the movie leading up to that was, like I said, Ripley and aliens going after the bitch, right? You know, you killed my daughter.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Right. And they strap him to the roof of the car like a Home Depot Christmas tree.
Yeah, dude. I was fucking cracking up about that.
And drive through town, and then let's make sure this motherfucker's dead. Like you said, we're
Yeah.
gonna grind his ass up, which is smart. Like, that's what you should do.
Yep.
For a second though, I thought she was in there was the way the shot was framed. Like, Logan, I was like, what the fuck? Is she gonna kill herself? Because she
Climb
jumped
in there
She
with
she
the-
climbed in. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. It was, the eye lines were weird in that situation.
But no, she just kicked the body in. I mean, that whole part with her against him was nice. Like I said, if you watch Halloween Kills and then watch the last 15 minutes or so of this movie, I mean, that's ultimately what really matters. It's inconsequential. Like, it's an inconsequential film, except for the last 15 minutes.
And it's so sad that it's so inconsequential because it was like a couple small tweaks here and there in his story and all in the whole, like, third act, basically, right? A couple like one tweak in the second act, a couple tweaks in the third act, and all of a sudden you're setting it up for a whole new batch of Halloweens with a new, young, strong killer. You know what I mean?
Just take the lead, like we were saying before. It's setting up the new era, the new legacy with her granddaughter.
Yep.
And maybe they show up together and they're connected. And for Michael to truly die, she's got to kill the guy. But the granddaughter can't do it because she cares for him, right?
Yeah, I think you're thinking too far into it. I think better off you have Laurie sacrifice herself to kill Michael Myers.
They both die.
And they both die, and then he just disappears, and then the fucking new, well, they call him the Shape, right? The new Shape disappears into the darkness.
The kid?
Oh, yeah, the kid
Yeah,
just
yeah,
disappears into the darkness, and Laurie kills the old Michael Myers. And they do the same sort of thing where they're both killing people around the same time. Maybe they do a little bit of fighting each other for whatever reason. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, the guy and the kid and Michael Myers. But I don't know. I think it would have been better for her to, like, sacrifice herself to kill Michael Myers. She becomes the hero of Hawkins. Or not Hawkins. What is it?
What is the fucking town?
Haddonfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawkins.
She becomes Hawkins. She becomes the hero of Haddonfield. You give the hero the hero's death, and you're good to go. I think that's the way to do it.
I love that. I wish you had done it, and not. I don't understand how the filmmakers who gave us that really wonderful Reboot 1 and then Good Enough Kills is in the title, and they delivered.
Yeah. And they did.
And I was happy.
Did.
I was like, okay, this is all I expect, right? I don't know how these same people, I think it's the same team, same writer. Danny McBride is involved in this, right?
I saw that. He
co-wrote all these scripts, executive producer, which is always weird. But cool, though. Like,
yeah.
You don't expect Danny McBride, funny man. But, he's like all of us. He has different interests. I think that helped to give a fresh take.
Well, look at fucking Jordan Peele, dude. Look at fucking Jordan Peele.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean? Like,
right.
Who expected him to become the master of horror sci-fi, you know what I mean? Like after doing fucking Key and Peele for however many years.
Do you think it was a good ending? For you mentioned her dying as an alternate thing.
I don't know. I think they should have. I thought it was funny that they wrapped it up to where they can't make any more Halloween movies. You know what I mean? Like there's like I guess I'm always disappointed. I think it's weird when someone does something like that, like makes it a very,
just shut the door.
Finite ending. Like movies don't do that nowadays, especially stuff that are these big, long franchises. Like that's just leaving money on the floor. You know what I mean? Like,
and to tack on to that, it's doubly confusing and confounding when in your second film you set up at the end that this guy isn't human.
Yeah.
Like he's not a man. He is pure evil, and there's no way. I mean, I guess they found a way to kill him, but why even have that ending for kills unless you're setting up a scenario where the evil? Do you kill evil? Like Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasance, the great Donald Pleasance, he would say in the original is he's pure evil. I saw the evil in that boy's eyes. It was always from the beginning implied or said that Michael Myers is not a real man. He is the boogeyman, the shape. He's evil. Can you kill evil?
Exactly.
And I'm fine with that conceit going on. And they, again, not to reiterate, but they themselves kind of set it up like it's going to live on. Like when they mind melded, what the fuck was that? That is evil finding a new vessel or corrupting the good or whatever the fuck.
It seemed like they were like, okay, we're tired of trying to make this feel motivated. Let's just get on with it.
That's what it felt like. It was sloppy and thrown together.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He had a bunch of homeless people, and that homeless guy implied that Michael Myers will snatch you up. So if kills energized him, why did it take him 4 years? He's got a homeless population. He could have. It wouldn't have taken 4 years. It would have taken the next Halloween, maybe, if it needed that time to regenerate. But it's also stupid. You introduced this concept into the ends. I'm saying this nonsense because you put it in your film. Totally. That there's some connection and the kid had healing powers like Wolverine. Remember the scene where he cut his hand and his hand was he had cut his hand with the band bullies, and then he took the wrapping off.
I remember that, but I didn't think he was healed.
I think it was healed. Like
because he hit something and he's like because it was still hurting. Like when he like hit something with that hand.
I'm pretty sure it had healed up, and then
I don't know.
Well, right around the corner from that scene, or close to it, he didn't jump off a roof. But it was implied that he had this strength, this energy.
I didn't catch that. At all.
Okay.
I did not catch anything to imply that he was supernatural. I just caught that he had lost his fucking mind and was killing fools. That's what I caught.
Because both me and Logan, we were like, oh shit, he has healing powers now, like Michael Myers. We were both seeing it at the same time. We were like, oh,
interesting.
Wait, he's becoming like Michael Myers. Which is why, he's able to kill these motherfuckers so brutally.
Sure.
I mean, he's just a dude. If he doesn't have the Michael Myers evil strength, could he? I guess he could smash a guy's face into oblivion. But I don't know. That's just the impression we got.
I did like his dad, or was it his stepdad or something. I was like, this is a nice dude.
The dad's in the corner.
Yeah, it was so funny. Like but dude, his mom was a bitch.
The mom kissed him. Remember that part? Didn't she plant a kiss on him? Oof.
All I could think of was Benjamin Franklin is a devil.
Wait, where's that from?
From fucking Waterboy, the Waterboy.
Oh God.
Well, you don't like the Waterboy?
I haven't seen it in 1,000 years.
That's one of the fucking best fucking Adam Sandler movies, dude.
So what do you rate Halloween Ends, Mike?
I'll give it a 2.
2. A flaccid 2.
2 rotations of VJ's severed tongue on the
See, that was a brilliant kill.
That was.
I wanted about 20 more kills,
just like
creative
that.
like that, done by Michael Myers, and this review would have been positive, probably. Yeah, because it kept hitting the needle and
yeah, and like don't. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And then it cuts to her like in her car listening to the radio station. You hear it on air doing that. It was too good, man. It was too good.
Really well crafted.
Really good.
I squeed with that one. You know what? I'll give it a 1.5.
Michael Meyer mind melds.
1.5 kicked over the railing asshole kids out of 5. Now the half star is for that opening scene,
right?
And then the full star is for the actual the ending. End. Where
dude, Laurie Strode at the end was badass. Like when she calls, I'm like they had me for a second. I was like, she is not about to fucking kill herself. Oh fuck no, this is not happening. Right. And then pop, I was like, no way. I was like, wait, that's a pumpkin. You really think I'm gonna fucking kill myself? I was like, oh shit, here we go. Then that's when the movie started, man. That's when the movie really started.
Right.
It was good. That part was good.
And it was like salt in the wound. Because in that moment you got what you thought you're gonna get from Reel 1, right?
Yeah.
Like finally that's what we all paid admission for, or watched on Peacock in my case.
Right.
I don't know, man. It felt like spitting in the eye of the fans. Like that's why this is my lowest score ever, and it's the pure disrespect from what you have started, and the sloppiness of it was shocking. Like I don't know how the same people who gave us a really good reboot, a pretty decent sequel, this is just pure garbage. And I think you said before, it felt like pieces of another script. There's two things you have to have. Michael Myers. Let's start there. If Laurie fucking Strode, who you set up in 2 movies, going at it.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
David Gordon Green, our wonderful director, he said the ending he wrote, which never filmed, alternate ending, takes place at a Silver Shamrock factory, as it was spitting out witch, skeleton, jack-o'-lantern masks, and then it started spitting out Michael Myers masks. He said, Green shared, but at the end of the day, I thought that's just fan service of people who knew what Silver Shamrock is.
Yeah, no shit. What the fuck is the point of these movies except for fucking fan service? You fucking moron.